kids! I mean, ladies and gentlemen and folks, every now and then I'll do a video about toys, and I've been on kind of a Mighty Max fix lately, and I thought, like, oh, okay, I need to make a video on this, and, I thought, like, you know, this would be perfect for October, since some of these are, pretty gruesome. Now, Mighty Max was pretty much the boys' version of Polly Pocket. There was also a toy line, a cartoon series, excuse me, that was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid, and it actually still holds up pretty well, because, well, it's a series that was very graphic. Like, I mean, there wasn't really blood or anything, but there was, just like the concept of what was going on, and a lot of the dialogue was very dark, too. But so anyway, we're going to look at some of the play sets, and then I'm going to show you that I personally have, and then I'm going to show you some, like, similar products that came along. So first we have this zombie one, whose nose is running, that's disgusting, or rotting, whatever, and you can lift up part of his face, and it's like that. And as you can see, this one comes with some little archaeological guy. It comes with Max, who's right there, and this zombie type guy who's kind of creepy looking. He's like 3 times Max's size. Yeah, and that's like what the rest of it looks like. Then we have this one, which is like a cybernetic beast type of thing. And and it comes with Max, who has like I think he is a flamethrower. At least that's what it always looked like to me. And then there was this guy, like a cyborg mutant type of thing. He's pretty cool. You can actually attach him, whoops, to this as well. I think you can put them both on there at the same time, which, well, maybe not. Anyway, let's put them aside for now. And I remember there was also what were called shrunken heads, like this. They came in 2 in a pack. I have a couple of them. So this one is like almost like a plant zombie type of thing or something. And the way these worked was, see, this one comes with Max, who has like, I don't know, looks like a machine gun or a nail gun or something. And then at the top is the plant thing, and what you would do is you would set it up like this. So it's just like a little standoff type of thing. Then I have this one, the vampire. I remember this one from when I was a kid. I remember quite a few. I think there was 8 altogether. And I remember a few of them, but not all of them. This one, this is pretty graphic. Look, this is the kid's toy. Look at the bloody fangs, and then he has a bloody stake, right, that he's holding. So you attach him into here, and you can see the vampire has like a hole in his chest for where Max would put the stake, and that's actually how you would close this toy as well. So you put Max in here, and then you close it up, and the stake goes, oops, hold on, I think it's this way, there we go, goes through the vampire and out the other one's eye. And then we have this big one, which is the Cyclops. And it was actually one of the earliest episodes had to do with a Cyclops. You can make his mouth move. Ba 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 ba. And actually, speaking of the series, YouTuber Iron Tusk 341, I think that's the numbers, but he has all the episodes uploaded onto his channel, and last year he did a great documentary on the whole franchise, especially like the series. That was my favorite part of the video. Like, he talked about the whole, like, everything about the series. And I'll put the link to that video in the description if you want to check it out. If you're a fan of Mighty Max, well, otherwise, why would you be here? But anyways, if you open up the Cyclops, this was an awesome playset right here. First off, we have this giant eyeball tentacle thing, which is a little disturbing. I mean, that's what was in the show as well. And then there's this beastly looking guy with a whip. I think he's supposed to be like a torturer or something, because this is like pretty much like a torture chamber. Which, as you can see, there's all kinds of stuff here. There's a cage that comes right here that you can trap Max in. There's this lantern. You can put him in this little chamber in here, and then there's right here is a It's like one, the Iron Maiden, I believe it was called. These were called, like the chamber with the spikes. That's really cool. What the hell? Look at nah. Then, in the Series 2 opening, there was, when they went to the center of the Earth again, there was, because they found the original ruler from the center of the Earth, who was Lava Lord, and he had this giant robot mech called Magus, which was this. There was a toy made based off of it. So it was like, because that's what, the show was to promote a toy line, obviously, and then there was, ones based off of the show. So, but this was Magus, and, so it's like, almost like a mobile playset. You can fire his missile right here. Which is probably gonna... Okay, that didn't go too far, so, I think this opens up, too. Yeah, so you can take his arm out, if you wanted to. But, you take him apart, open him up on different parts, and there's a variety of figures. Here's Norman, who's from the show. There's some, lava guy. There's another lava guy that kind of hangs out the back here. At least, that's how I always have him. If I can get him out. Yeah. And right here we have another, like, fire or lava guy riding a motorcycle type of thing. And we can also open his head, pull his back. You can fire these missiles out too, which I'm not going to do that at the moment. And this has Max and Virgil. Virgil is also from the show. Now we're going to look at some of... there were other products that came along that tried to kind of emulate this whole little playset thing, like other franchises and stuff. Like, I remember very vaguely, if you remember, you remember the game Primal Rage, which was pretty much like Mortal Kombat with dinosaurs, and they had toys, like action figures, and then something I vaguely remember was they had little playsets, and here comes the cat, but it was like a little playset of like one of the destroyed cities, and like the two of the dinosaurs that would be fighting each other. But unfortunately, those are hard to find, at least complete anyway. And then there was another toy line which it was like in the late 90s, maybe no, mid-late 90s, like 96 or something, and I think it was called Tarzan's Epic Adventures or something like that. And that was the cat meowing. But anyway, basically this toy line, it was like Tarzan. I don't know if it was based off of something or if it was just like one of those things they made, but it was like he went from the jungle to the center of the earth to Mars. And the Mars one was awesome because he had like all these allies, including a four-armed mantis. But there was basically, they had action figures for each of them, and then they also had like these mini play sets such as this. I had all three of them because there was one for each. Like there was the jungle, the center of the earth, and Mars. And like I said, I had all three of them, but I don't have them now, which I kind of wish I still did. Yes. Say hello, Sadie. But anyway, some of the ones I do have was this Pokemon one, which is kind of more like Polly Pocket. Because in the late 90s, I was obsessed with Pokemon, so naturally I had to have this. But this one, like I said, it's more like... This one, you open it up, it's Viridian Forest. And it comes with Pikachu and Oddish, who I just dropped. Whatever. Yeah, Oddish. Well, maybe that's just as well, since Oddish isn't in Viridian Forest anyway. But each of these came with a bridge, because then you could connect the three of them together, which was kind of cool, actually. And then another thing that did this was Digimon. Now, in this case, the Digimon, much like Magus, they were like mobile play sets, so this one, which was Agumon, and then he goes... You open this part, and that's for like all the... Yeah, it's a very mini playset. It's more like an action playset type of thing. But I think it actually came with another part too. But this comes with Tai, and this was really cool. What I always liked was you could do this. Falls out the center there. And it also came with Metal Greymon and War Greymon, and Metal Seadramon. Now, one thing that... This is like a very obscure 90s toy set thing, but it's not really the same idea, but it is like a miniature thing, and because it's like kind of very underrated, it's something I really wanted to talk about. This was called Fistful of Aliens, and what it was it was like a little game you could play. There was a whole variety of these little alien guys to collect. It came in red, green, and blue. The green ones were like plant and insect type creatures. The red ones were all like muscle heads, if you will, and the blue ones were like kind of like different ice type mutant things or something. But anyway, the way the game worked was blue beats red, red beats green, and green beats blue. So what you would do is you would because I have two of these, so I think there was three altogether. I still have two of them. You would pick, I think it was 8, and then you'd put them in the back here, and then you and your opponent would be up from the opposite side of each other. So you would pick one. I'll pick this guy, put him into that, and then your opponent would do the same. And then on the count of 3, you would pull this back and set him out, and whoever had the, like, let's say my opponent had blue, that means he just beat me. But if he had a green guy, what you would do is you would look at the bottom, the bottom of their foot, and if your number was higher than theirs, you would beat them, or vice versa. So, yeah, I guess that'll be it for this video. Like I said, I'm going to be kind of mixing it up this October. So until next time, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And I already said next time, but whatever. I'll say it again. Thanks for watching. See you next time.